And that I seriously think we're running around like chickens with our head cut off.
Absolutely. Speaking of crash courses and also the new going out trend that is happening.
Yeah. Got some bad news, huh?
Some bad news coming in from Arizona. And this is right on the heels of me, bringing up the people that had called the coronavirus a political hoax. Arizona cases are skyrocketing right now. And
the coronavirus outbreak in Arizona is going very badly. This is Business Insider.
The accelerating spread of COVID-19 is caused primarily by the virus, is directly related to the state's easing of coronavirus restrictions. 25 states and Puerto Rico have seen infections increase by at least 10% in the past 2 weeks. And so I saw a stat yesterday that they are actually growing at a rate that is 3 times what New York State was growing at on the initial wave, which was the hardest hit state in the country. And so, I think I made some lighthearted humor about the people who called it a hoax on a couple episodes ago, but this is no fucking joke, dude. Like Trump has obviously talked a lot about how the Democratic states have been hit the hardest, and all of this, political agenda that has, and not just him on both sides, but all the political agenda that has happened around the coronavirus, when in reality, I don't want to hear from Donald Trump. I don't want to hear from any pundits on this shit. I want to hear from the doctors who have the statistics since day one. I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. I don't believe there's a political gain to be had by a doctor reporting the statistics, and this does not look pretty. We've seen Arizona, which is where Jake was, which is where the partying has already kicked off. You can go to, massive festivals there right now. Bars are all open, no masks required. And we're now seeing the consequences of that action.
That's insane.
This is the second wave.
Which is supposed to be way worse.
I read comments, people call me crazy when I said there was going to be a second wave. How could
Why? It makes perfect sense.
How could there not be a fucking second wave? Don't be an idiot. Especially because, and I hate to do this, we have not been given and graced with good leadership. And I seriously think we're running around like chickens with our head cut off.
Absolutely.
We have no idea what to do. We have no idea how it spreads. We have no idea how to stop it.
And the idea is we do get to stop it. And this is a sideline point. Trump was touting hydroxychloroquine, which is the malaria drug? I can't remember. Yeah. He authorized a federal or an executive order to speed up production of this drug, and the FDA just revoked it and said this drug doesn't do shit to fucking help you at all.
That ain't one of the ones you just like fuck around with. That can kill,
because it fucks you up.
Yeah,
it can fuck you up. And so the feds halted the emergency use of coronavirus drug. So you got, and I don't want to blame just Trump, but you've got one person saying one thing, then the doctor saying that ain't true, and then a state governor says, fuck this, we're reopening, then the state goes under. It is a mess, just like everything that's been happening with the other problem in the country. It's just unorganized disaster.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think, as the leaders, as the authorities of this country, do you think their action plan is like knowing that they know nothing about this, they don't know shit about shit, and they aren't sure how it spreads, what the best course of action is, knowing that, which they do, we don't. We're like finding out now that like the people we're listening to actually don't know anything.
Yep.
They thought it would be a better idea to just tell us information that may or may not be true versus saying we're unsure of this. Let's handle it with caution and then proceed accordingly.
1,000%.
So they'll just make up just to get some people believing in doing something. Right?
There has never in my life that I can remember ever been a time where people were in such a rush to be right about anything. Whether it's Trump, whether it's the government, whether it's the feds, whether it's whoever it is, everybody wants to be right. And people will go extraordinary lengths right now to not be wrong. Trump got this wrong. This drug ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. But do you think he's in a rush to talk about the fact that he got this wrong? Hell no.
Probably
He's
not.
gonna try. What he'll try to do now is be right about something else real quick. It's a fucking messy place that we're in, and social media amplifies it.
Yeah.
Because he could so quickly tweet, hey, he might have got information about hydroxychloroquine, from one person. Yo, we just got some independent reports back that this drug is actually killing the coronavirus.
Yeah.
He might go, open Twitter. I have found the solve for this disease.
I found that.
Boom. Boom. That quickly. Because he's in such a rush to be right, just like so many other people.
No one's fact checking. No one's doing the research. I mean, again, that's the hard stuff. How do you actually find the things that work, and how do you get that information to someone that can share the information to publicize it to the entire world? Like, it's a long process.
Bro, Gen Z, millennials, we getting frustrated. We getting real fucking fed up with this shit.
Well, because we know how to do those things, right? Like you see a tweet, you see something online, you're like, I don't know if that's true, and then you can look it up on Google really fast to find out if it's true. We know how to do that, like with our cell phones.
Still, grain of salt when anything on the internet. I'm just saying,
No, for sure.
it is getting frustrating. People want to go out. People want to shake hands. People want to give hugs. I see people who won't touch me, look at me, let alone touch me.
Yeah.
I see people who will shake my hand and refuse to wear a mask. Disorganized, unsure, uncertainty.
But
it's scary.
It's been so messy too, because like you would think, okay, we've got a deadly disease out there that's killed over, 100, is it 200,000 people now? I can't even remember, but over 100,000 people at least. Would the right thing to do be to err on the side of caution? At least individually.
Of course.
I understand that individual states and the federal government wants to reopen because we are taking a pounding, as is the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But from an individual standpoint, I would assume everybody would want to exercise caution and err on the side of caution. And this even goes against me. I got pictured walking down the street without a mask on the way to catch the other night. And, given there was no one around us, it was a straight shot into the restaurant.
Yeah.
We put our masks on as soon as we got in, which was required of us. But I mean, maybe I don't know. That's the thing. Like, should I have a mask on right now?
You looked great in the picture, though.
I looked like I was ready to suck
I
a
don't
dick.
know. Is
dude.
there anything going to happen between the car and the front door that someone opens for you?
I don't know.
Like, are you breathing in air?
Why?
Look at that. You guys are on the internet.
Why does my face look like that, man?
I
Like,
mean,
look at all three of you guys look so good, and you could put a dick right in it. What?
I think you even have your tongue in your cheek too.
I think you should do that for all your paparazzi photos.
Yeah.
Like, just make that face. Like,
You
you're constantly
look
saying,
thin.
like, whenever you walk by the paparazzi, just do this. Oh.
Your face looks slim, Mike. You've been doing something new?
I've been trying to do better. I mean, I bought a new bike. I've been riding that, but yeah, I mean, see, and Logan was the only one with the fucking mask on.
That is
Look at
so
that.
weird. How the fucking tables have turned.
Internet's golden, boy.
Wow. Yo, that's I feel good, man.
crushed it.
I feel good.
But you didn't have the
crushed
Maverick
it.
logo on the outside.